Okay, let's talk about copying notes between models. This is actually a pretty powerful capability, and it's particularly useful if you have standard notes that you want to include within your MBD type of workflows and just make sure that things are showing up on drawings correctly or going out in 3D PDFs correctly. So the way this works is you actually come in and look for the note command, and we're going to do a note copy. And this by default will take the active model, but we could specify a specific model. So as you can see here in this assembly, I have a model that has some notes in it. So I'm going to use that as my reference, basket.prt. And then you can actually say, I want to copy all of the notes or a specific one. So let's just copy the paint note to a target model. Like for example, let's do, let's see, how about the magnet, NET. And you can also give it a new note name if you want to. So I'm just going to leave it as it is right now, and let's run this. So when we run this and I do a Control G to kind of refresh this, you'll notice that the annotation shows up here for a paint note. You could also copy this to a new name. So let's say paint note 2, paint note 2. And if we run that and then do a regenerate, you'll notice that that is there. Another nifty thing you could do with this is that, I mean, so this actually works for creating notes as we can see right here. If we wanted to, let's say, copy that note to all of the other parts um, and run that, you'll notice that this has actually added that paint note to every other model that's in session here. Another kind of nifty thing you can do also is you can come in and say, you know something, I would just want to copy all notes to all PRTs. So even if we come in and let's edit this here, let's take a look at the properties on this. And let's take this and say, wow, okay, just to make sure it's obvious. When we run this, this will actually copy the notes across all models. And if I just do a quick regenerate here, and we take a look at the paint note that landed up in this model, you'll see that the value has been copied over here also. So you could use this function to copy notes and create them, or copy values between notes if they're the same name. Very, very powerful function. And one thing I will point out though is that there is a copy note table variation which uses Excel tables to do the same thing. This is actually a little bit more powerful if you're using Power Query or setting up automations um, using table-based approaches.